Hello Nate, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold, is to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and increase your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them to get you on the first page of Google from the eyes of consumers. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about here, you definitely use on your own to generate those leads. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. Also, if you leave me some feedback on this actual video, that will help me get better at making these videos for local businesses. All right, so let's get started here. So in content, on your webpage, especially your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So for instance, here's your website here, a nice layout here, but you definitely want to increase your content on there. The more content you have, the more relevant content you have, the more searchability you have on Google. And I'll show you that. So speaking of Google, if I was living in the Davenport area, I might type in HVAC services, Davenport, Iowa, and here's what will come up. So a lot of time ads come up, and there you are right there. So I see you're invested in ads, and that's a good investment. Sometimes consumers hit that, sometimes they skip and keep going. Sometimes consumers go here. This is the map pack here with citations. I'll talk more about that. But we call these organic, so we feel this is the most important with searchability with Google. So the goal is to be on the first page of any kind of service you provide or area you provide, to be on that first page of Google. You want to be right in the front of the eyes of consumers on that first page. You might have heard this saying, a great place to hide a dead body. It's on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't click here for more services or products, so you want to be on that first page. So I'll compare your website to this competitor's website, Odell's Heating and Air, and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them. If you get close to him or even outrank him, you'll be on the top here. Typically, we don't count directories like Angie's List and Expertise, just because local consumers go to local businesses for services and products. So to compare the two, I'm staying in your content here. So here's a tool we use to do a deep dive in websites and compare. It's called Ahrefs, and here's your URL right here. So for your numbers, you're using 30 keywords on your website. So you definitely want to increase those keywords. And here's some good ones, like this is a great one for you, Nortwest Plumbing, over 1,000 volume. So you want to have higher volume, the better. So definitely keep these keywords, but just think about all the services you provide in plumbing, heating, and air, all the cities you go to provide those services. You get very creative in increasing your keywords. So that's the most important thing to get that searchability in Google. Compare that to your local competitor, Odell's Heating. Here's a website here. It's okay, but definitely beatable. You see they got a little bit more content. So with them, and here's their website here, you see they have 149 keywords. So they're using almost triple your keywords. But here's the thing: you could go to deep dive in their website. You could take these keywords that's not on your website. For instance, Ream's a big one, mini split. If you do that service, you could add that to your website and get that volume. So just think about, again, get creative of all those buyer intent keywords, put them on your website, and then you get closer to those keywords and start outranking your competitor. All right, the second thing I was going to talk about is backlinks. So we'll go back to your numbers. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to another website. So think of these as an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you. So it's literally like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keep this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. So it's very important to have relevant backlinks, other HVAC services, plumbing services, draining, cleaning services, websites linking back to you. It doesn't help if a restaurant or a doctor's office, lawyer's office is linking back to you. It just doesn't give you the trustability and searchability with Google. So right now you're using 217 backlinks with 62 reference domains. Good start there. But compare that to your competitor. We'll go back to his. And you're actually beating him in backlinks, which is great. But you want to keep up your backlinks. You want to dominate him. So he's using 121 and 22 reference domains. So what he's getting you here is the keywords. So definitely increase your keywords. You get close to these numbers here, you start outranking him, be on that first page of Google when someone searches HVAC services, Davenport, Iowa. And then finally, there's citations. So in citations, it's anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address, they're shown on exactly on your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So again, the goal, you want to be on the top 3 and 4. Sometimes there's 4 here, but definitely be in the top 3, much like on page 2 or 3 of Google. People don't click this button for more businesses and services. So be in that top 3. So to do that, your name and number and your address need to be on citations, including like directories like a Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's a ton of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. So here's the idea here. Your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations all come together with your website, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's important, to be in the front of the eyes of consumers here and here, along with your ads here. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue for you. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do, create this for you to start generating those leads on your own. But if you want to find out more, give you some more information, I could talk about your goals, I could do research and just find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, that helps me get better at making these. And I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was helpful. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.